Tell that soul. Speaking of a bear, well, I guess he was a beast, girl. Anywho, can we move on, girl? What?
Cause I'm too messy, and then I'm too fucking clean.
What it do, and welcome back to Here for the Mess. I'm your host, Jared, and I hope you're ready to clock that tea, because it's about to get messy, girl. Y'all, we are rolling out of a full moon, so there's lots of energies all up in the atmosphere. But I must say, the weather has been beautiful, like Pharrell and Snoop Dogg, okay? So I just been personally moving and grooving here in NYC, but I hope y'all are doing dandy and fine and just chilling on this messy Monday. Y'all already know the drill. Before we even take a deep dive into all of this pop deliciousness, okay, go on ahead and subscribe to the channel. Y'all got to get into my channel. I got tons of content, tons of playlists, tons of diversity, okay? So if you want to kiki over here, if you want some intellectual rambles, you got the weekly wind down, girl. If you want some vlogs, we got that. If you want some travel, we got that. I'm about to add food, interviews, all that jazz. So get into it. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. But needless to say, y'all better just get ready because we about to, the topics that we got this week, woo chile. Literally woo chile. This might be the best episode yet. I don't know. I want to be biased or whatever, but y'all gonna be in for a key, that's for sure. So let's get into it, y'all. Listen, y'all. Aging is definitely, as a human, as any species, aging is inevitable, okay? But I feel like in places, especially like Hollywood, feeling youthful is like always like this chase of what everybody is like after. And people be willing to spend like the big bucks there, which is like another thing that is so crazy to me. Literally mortgages to alter their body and their body chemistry. But nevertheless, we gotta add my girl Rosie O'Donnell to the list of surprises because what the hell? I'm just calling it like it is. Rosie O'Donnell got robbed, y'all. Do y'all see this picture?
I know that's right.
They robbed my girl, straight up set it off. Props up to her for getting under the knife at 74 and you know, she just trying to feel good. I get it. When you get to that age, you just still want to hold on. So I get that aspect of things, but girl, I don't really see no difference. And I'm so sorry. It kind of pains me to say because I know she spent some money, girl. Maybe she was going for like a softer look because like we got extremes, y'all. Y'all remember when Heidi Montag got her surgery? My girl said, also Angelica Mama from the Rugrats. So maybe Rosie said that's not what she wanted. So I kind of get that. But I just truly don't see a difference. And it pains me to say that because I be knowing how much these people love these makeover moments. Like think about them home renovation shows we used to watch, Extreme Makeover, how we used to just be crying every Sunday night looking at these people's houses getting made over. So imagine your body, your vessel. But Rosie girl, you better ask for a chargeback. Can we get the refund? At least half. But there are two things that I get from this story. Number one, I hope that we can really evolve as a society from like steering away from cosmetic surgery to the point of like over obsession, which is what I feel runs rampant in Hollywood. But for the girlies like that love to make their own choices and you know are headstrong and they're gonna do what's best for them, I support that as well. I just hope that like we don't have to be getting bamboozled because I know y'all paying $30,000, $40,000 for these procedures, and then if you don't want to do that, you be flying over to Istanbul or Colombia and you shouldn't have to do that. America should be able to supply you with like quality healthcare, even if it's cosmetic. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have to go all out to be saving $20,000 for the same thing that you're getting here in LA. Or some of y'all be going to Mexico. I know about that. But a dental work, yes, God. Obviously, everybody got autonomy over their own decision making and what they want for themselves. But I stand with Alessia Cara when she said, you don't have to change a thing. The world could change its heart. If we could stop perceiving each other with these like whack ass beauty standards and these things that don't even be making sense for the average Joe and Jane girl, then that's when that shit change, okay? It's like there's an argument and someone pokes a bear, then the bear reacts, and then everyone is focused on the bear reacting and not the person poking the bear. This is the same scenario. Tell that soul. Speaking of a bear, well, I guess he was a beast, girl. Anywho, can we move on, girl? What? This next story is kind of quirky, but I think it's kind of fun. It kind of reminds me of the pop stories we used to get in the late 90s and the early 2000s, and maybe it's because of the nostalgia, but nevertheless, we talked about last week briefly about how Lizzo has been focusing on her rollout for her new album, Bitch, that's coming out June 5th. My girl has literally been on her marketing game, and I'm so here for it. Like, she is going hard in the paint. This latest project that she's collaborated with is with the legendary, one of my favorite restaurants of all time, Chillis. Okay, y'all? They got Lizzo playing I Got My Baby Back Ribs with a rib flute. Now, the reason why this is so crazy is because just a couple of years ago, Lizzo was very forward with the fact that she was vegan and how that veganism was a big part of the reason as to how she was able to lose so much weight. which is a big thing for her career because a lot of people said that she didn't deserve to have the spotlight because of her weight. And then I think she's lost like over like 175 pounds. So that's a great feat for someone like her. And, you know, if you're going out hard in the paint talking about how veganism is the way to go, and then you holding up a rack of ribs, girl. I'm not saying I can see why PETA is getting crunk, but I can see why something could stir up the pot a little bit. But yes, this sent PETA obviously into a frenzy, and they're just like popping up on every single social media post you can think of. They're not having it. PETA said, no ma'am, no God. But I think humans are allowed to change their minds. I feel like we can augment and we can change vibes. Like sometimes I be having the urge, I'm gonna be vegetarian or I want to be pescatarian, and we can make those choices, but then we can also change our minds and say, oh no ma'am, maybe I miss having my fish or I miss having this and that and I want to go back to that. You know what I mean? Like people are allowed to change their mind, especially if they practice something for a good 2 to 3 years. That means they have been very consistent with building a habit with it. So it wasn't something that was just for fun or for play. Usually people are going back to meats or certain things because they need a certain type of protein or, you know, they just need what they need. Okay, so, and in this case, Lizzo need her check. She said, check, please. But people got to do what they got to do at the end of the day, what feels good for them at the end of the day. So I don't know. I thought the commercial was funny. And again, it brought me back to like the nostalgic days. You know what New York need to be doing better? I shouldn't have to go all the way to damn Queens, even though I love me some Queens. I shouldn't have to go all the way out there to go to some Chillis. They got all them damn Applebee's up in Manhattan. Why we ain't got no Chillis on every corner? But I want y'all to comment below. Do y'all think Lizzo is in the right or in the wrong in this situation? Does PETA have a right to be kind of upset if she was kind of an ambassador for veganism and now she playing baby back ribs? As a flute. Oh, I love it. I love it. Maybe it's like the musical nerd in me, but I just think that it's just such a silly story. And just like that, y'all see how the sun was setting, girl. All right, y'all, this is where we're starting to get a little messy. I want to preface, I do not stand or condone a lot of the language that is going to be used in some of the screenshots for me telling this upcoming story. But as a truth teller, we got to come with all the evidence, okay? So, all right, the sunshine back, y'all. Let the sun shine. Come on, let the sun shine in. The sun shining. Come on, Fifth Dimension. Like, a part of me don't even want to spend too much time on this because it involves so much transphobia. But again, you got to tell the whole stories. We got to come with all the evidence. And if we're going to keep it real, I feel like Azealia Banks has come for like the kaleidoscope of humanity. Everybody has gotten read and called a derogatory term from each other's community to where it could be all connected in a web. Like she's come for the gays, the trans girls, the blacks, the whites, the Dominicans, the disabled folks with autism, everybody. But I think it's important for me to highlight this weird theme that I'm observing. Older women in rap kind of throwing shade or distancing themselves or like throwing darts at the new girlies who are coming out so confident and so poppin', which is something that I love. That's something that I always will love and adore about Gen Z is like, they always gonna pop their shit. They always gonna be, it's always gonna be about them. And it's not even in a narcissistic way. They just have seen the way the world is set up. So they like, they're the true hedonists of the world. If they gonna wanna work, they gonna work. If they don't wanna work, we ain't working. Whereas I feel like millennials, we have been like programmed to fight and push through and hustle and not have confidence and make ourselves so small. No, they're gonna pop their shit, like I said. And for some reason, older women in hip hop are not taking a liking to this. We already had this with Nicki Minaj, with her fallout with Ice Spice, who she was trying to get signed to her music label. That didn't work out because Ice Spice said she wanted to build her own legacy, which I totally get. Come on. She also got into her wars with Big Lotto and Megan, even though I feel like Megan is like closer to her. No, maybe not, because Nicki over there in her 40s. She need to be arguing with like Queen Latifah and them. You know what I mean? I never seen her cuss them out, the people above her. Why she always comes to the younger girls? Well, that's why I want to do this story. Now we have Azealia Banks coming for Sunshine Benzi. Let's get into the timeline of things. If y'all don't know who Sunshine Benzi is, she is a plus-size white rapper from the Midwest, and she went viral for one of her songs, I believe it was called Trump the Bill, on TikTok. Since then, she's done several little shows around the Northeast, and she's been building quite the presence. So shout out to her for doing her thing. Her voice definitely is like Nicki Minaj copycat vibe, but it still kind of works for her. She gives like this, like, I don't know. You just gotta go check out her music. But nevertheless, she was feeling herself, and she decided to randomly get on Twitter one day and declare that no ghostwriter and no rap girl in the game is gonna be out rapping her. Okay, which again, I love the confidence. You got to be your own biggest fan. I'm sure as soon as Azealia Banks saw this, she was ready for war because she came in swinging, talking about Sunshine Benzi uses AI to rap. It gives her the cadence and the lyric ideas as well as the way to sound, which I thought was like a double dart. Like, dang. Sunshine popped back, which I'm very surprised about because that means that she can hold her own, and I love that. She popped back and said, "Don't make me go call Judy Jupiter." And if y'all don't know who that is, Judy Jupiter is like an influencer. She's a little older than folks, so I think that's what makes her type of influencer or her channel fun. But she goes up to people and she'll talk to them and ask them questions and stuff like that. But she popped up on Azealia Banks' girl, and this was probably one of the first times that I've ever seen her like shooketh. Azealia didn't know what to say, what to do. She was just kind of like frozen, like that lady from that Judge Court show. So I was like, whoa, she's stunned for once. Like, usually she's like the chihuahua that's like always ready to bark and pounce and be the aggressor. So to see her be like, that only lasted about like a couple hours, because then she went right back on Twitter to do what she's doing right now with Sunshine. But nevertheless, I guess this must have triggered something because out of nowhere, then this is when Azealia decided to call Sunshine Benzi a trans woman. Well, she didn't say that. She said this and this and this. Again, Sunshine was holding her own. I really was a fan of when she called Azealia Banks like a washed up cokehead. I said, okay, again, like, if you gonna swing at me, I'm gonna swing at you. I see you. And I feel like this would be validation to get crunk with someone and want to retaliate, because we shouldn't be weaponizing or using transness as the slur or this like drag in the mud that it is, especially when we know how hard Black trans women experience life here in the States. And I know that Azealia is very aware of the queer space and the queer communities. I know she has enough level sense in wanting to protect the dolls, okay? So for her to then go ahead and then use this same very thing to try to drag somebody else, I just feel like she's smarter than that. She got so many other vibes and dials in her arsenal that she could have whipped out, that this was just like an easy cop-out. And y'all demean and y'all use transness like this against trans women or even cis women, you're reinforcing the same patriarchy that drags you down every single day. So it's like you putting yourselves in a whole loop of demise and doom, because the world is still gonna stay the same if y'all keep on saying stuff like that. No. Until Sunshine Benzi comes out as a trans woman, that's when she's trans, okay? Like, we don't need to be in people's business. And even if these people are clockable or whatever, let these people live their lives. We got all these celebrities, Bruno Mars, Miley Cyrus, all these people got doppelgangers and these nicknames for themselves. Let trans women have their own names, okay? Even Azealia Banks and Sunshine Benzi ate these people's real names. You know what I mean? Like, let people just live in their worlds and in their imaginations and be free, okay? And stop using transness as a slur. Now, Lil Miss Sunshine Benzi, okay? This hasn't been the first time that you've been in hot water, especially with Black women and especially on the internet and today's internet, which is so polarizing, and everybody want to say this and that and come for you in the comments, and they will cuss you out every day because a lot of these people don't have nothing to do. Okay, they will come for you if you a celebrity or influencer or just a regular old Joe. But my thing is, like, you came out the gate swinging with like a couple of singles towards like the winter time, etc. I want you to focus more on like your art and letting the art speak for itself. We don't need to be hopping on these online wars so early in your career when you at this point really need like the social validation to keep the things moving. That's what's going to keep the club appearances and the bookings and the features with Trim and all that stuff happening, is if you remain in good favor in the public eye of, I guess, social media land, because that's your target audience, if we're gonna keep it real. But it's like you got the palm of TikTok literally in your hand. A whole audience waiting for you to drop music and just do something new, fresh, with a touch of nostalgia, you know what I mean? So focus on that, boo. Let the talent and the flow speak for itself. I'm sure this won't be the end of things between these two, but I really do miss the era of like COVID when like all the girlies were getting along. Y'all remember when they all hopped on the Do It remix with Chloe and Halle? Yo, Miami trying to sing. You know, like, those are fun times, and I hope the girls can get back to that lane. Because that's when they was really dominating shit. They was towering over the boys in sales, on the charts, with releases. They was just back to back to back releases. The boys ain't know what to do at that time. But just please get back to that era or shift back to that energy of positivity, because that was a moment. I'm all about that whole girl power shit, okay? Been that way since Spice Girls 96, all right? Y'all, keeping things scandalous and messy, y'all. At first I was like, should I do this story? But no, I got to do this story. I want to be one of the people known for doing the groundbreaking stories, even if they're a little salacious girl. So my girly pops, since it's some adult content, you don't like this, go ahead and skip to the next chapter. But for my girlies that are interested in some real adult drama, the biggest scandal of the summer is approaching, and I'm just like, oh my God. I feel like we're literally living in the movie, but it's like the Truman Show, like the world watching us react to this wildness. I'm sure the man up top laughing too, but oh girl. So one of Sean Combs / Love / Puff Daddy / Diddy's sex tapes that everybody knows about that were brought up in all them trials and all that stuff, one of them have leaked to the internet. And this tape features a male escort and Daphne Joy, which is 50 Cent's ex-lady and baby mama. This video, girl, wow. It has confirmed so many things, and so many things make sense. And we're gonna clock this one by one, okay? So first of all, the video features Daphne. So that already goes to show you why these men were at war this whole time. They knew about this behind the scenes, that stuff like this existed behind the scenes. And if this sees public eye, it's chaos, it's madness, it's embarrassing. Your arch nemesis hooking up with your lady, the mother of your kids, like, ooh. It explains why, like, they beef to no avail, like, and it's so hard and harsh. And no shade, but both of they weenies are not even big enough to be even doing all this. Oh my God. I'm so serious, y'all. Diddy got a little tater tot, y'all, and 50 Cent is not far off, to be honest. So both of them can go sit down. But this is how it is, especially with men. When you lack something, there's always some overcompensation or overperformance in another area to show that you're so big and bad. Most people that got what they want and what they need, they know how to keep it chill, cool, calm, and collected. I feel like Nipsey Hussle is a great example of that. He knew when he had to, you know, get a little crunk, he knew how to do that, but his energy, his demeanor was always calm, cool, collected. These guys are the complete opposite. They give, I want to pop my collar, and I'm a bad boy, and I'm a hustler, and I'm a big pimp, and blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna shoot you up, and I got shot. Doing all this overperformance of masculinity is honestly giving me a peacock, okay, girl? Well, or lack thereof. But for real, y'all, for both of them to be so braggadocious, it's just, seeing this video, it just confirms so many things about men, and especially men in this industry, and especially how people move in this world when they feel like they lack. The footage also confirms Diddy is a cuck, okay? Diddy definitely loves watching. He's a voyeur. He likes to watch it. Also kind of direct. He loves to set up the scenes and tell them what to do, etc. Which kind of makes sense because that's what he was doing with his artists. But that was a really big part of this whole tape and this experience. And the other part was that we already addressed that. He got a little tater tot, so go off. Aww, bad boy. But overall, it just got me thinking in the future, because this is overall like a human violation vibe. So granted, they're the ones that taped it though, so that's a risk you warrant when you put yourself in that kind of position. But nevertheless, I'm sure they didn't want this to be on the internet. Like, I'm sure Daphne don't want, because her kids, they can go Google this stuff, or their friends can. AI probably already got this all up on ChatGPT. So then the kids go to school on Monday and they talking about this, or they looking at the kids weird. Like, people gotta be thinking. I know we like to have fun and stuff like that, but we gotta be thinking about the bigger picture sometimes. And I'm pretty sure Diddy and them thought they had like the best legal team, that a lot of this stuff wouldn't be seeing the light of day, but he done had multiple shockers. Number one, when that Cassie footage dropped of him dragging her around the hotel. Now this girl, like, what else is coming next? I feel like we're gonna be getting a lot of these little parachute drops happening in the near future, and I'm just like, ooh. Let's just say it is what it is, and it was what it was, like Tate McRae. Good luck. Yeah, y'all, that was today's episode. Oh no, we got some honorable mentions. There are some things I want to chit chat with y'all about. Maybe more on the music front. A lot of my honorable mentions this week are definitely featuring music. Number one, for my R&B fans, please go listen to Bobby Valentino's episode of R&B Money with Tank and Jay Valentine. One of the funniest, like, genuine, I have never belly laughed at such funny commentary by folks in such a long time. So definitely go check that out. You definitely, even if you haven't listened to Bobby Valentino's music, or if you only know Slow Down, just hearing his story will definitely be entertaining, but also motivate you if you're a creative just wanting to keep things going and keep push it out there. So definitely go check that out. Next on the honorable mentions, Becky G Girl. I might gotta do a whole separate video about this, but Becky G done released this song called Ep.5 Girl. Oh my God, it is literally the new On the Floor by J-Lo and Pitbull. Like, I want to listen to it every 5 seconds. It even made me want to choreograph it. Your girl never do that. Like, I haven't danced in so long. So shout out to Becky G. My girl knows what she's doing. The visuals, the video, the dancing, everything. I'm here for this song, and I can't wait to see what more you got coming for us this summer. Go gana water. I'm obsessed with Trip. I like her. I think her online and digital presence is so funny, and it sells the silly music that she makes. So go off trim and keep up with the performances and keep on getting into that training and doing what you got to do, because I think you are a star. Megan Thee Stallion slid on Boss Party Remix. Oh my gosh. Like, I love when she gets into her Florida swag. You would think, I know Houston and Texas and Florida are kind of close to each other, but they kind of have very separate vibes. But when she used to collaborate with like the City Girls or with Florida artists, she just knows how to ride the Florida beats so well. So, oh my gosh, she slid. So y'all definitely got to go check that song out. It's a motion party, you cannot get in. That's one of my stems. You gotta blame TikTok. And y'all, this Summer House episode 1 reunion, we about to get episode 2 tomorrow, but I might just have to wait until the whole reunion is done and just do a whole dissertation, because y'all know your girl be long-winded. So we might have to just save the whole dissertation for an episode of the Weekly Wind Down Girl, because there's just too many layers, too much going on, too much foolishness, too much. We live in the world of narcissism. Like, what is truly going on? And poor KJ, and then nobody kind of really caring. Everyone just making these weird faces. Get that boy a hug. He literally just trying to tell y'all he almost committed suicide, and people just looking, leave me breathless, like the damn chorus. I just don't like that. They're so focused on this cheating and stuff like that. There are bigger fish to fry. Kim, there are people dying. But yeah, y'all stay tuned to that episode, I guess. I hope I gave y'all a dose of fun, salacious tea this week. If you loved any of the stories that I talked about, make sure to leave a comment, share the video, subscribe, like it. Do all the things that the girls do when they want to support. Oh, Patty, like, what's up? I gotta claim that. I've been doing my thing, y'all. I know y'all been seeing it. I know you see it. So yeah, really, really good vibes. Very excited for Pride Month and June and summertime, and let's just keep getting it popping, y'all. This has been Jer Bear signing out of Here for the Mess, and yeah, keep it messy, y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.